Good evening and welcome back to Prime of Midlife. It is Tuesday evening, and this evening I am talking unemployment, jobs, and such things. Basically, because I saw a headline that says that the number of people looking for employment here in the UK has risen at its fastest rate in 5 years. I think the unemployment rate, if I remember correctly, is now 4.6%, which is the highest it's been for a wee while. And it got me to thinking, because the government's given at large about how they're going to have to get people off of disability benefits and more people into work. And, everyone needs to work, which, yeah, I understand the basis of that. However, due to the fact of they have increased employers' national insurance, and there is a large concern in the business community as to what taxes are going to go up in the budget, a lot of companies have slowed down on their hiring. And there seems to be a lot of people applying for jobs. You just need to go on LinkedIn and you can see people saying, I've been ghosted by this company, I've been ghosted by that company, no one's got back to me, I've sent out so many applications. You also get companies or people from companies saying, I got over 1,000 applications for the job, I can't physically get back to everybody. Now, yes, there are things where it's, what do they call it? The spray and pray approach, where people just apply to a whole lot of jobs in the hope they'll get something. That's obviously part of it. But it seems that, industry in general in the UK is slowing down the hiring process until they see what happens. There's a lot of businesses, downsizing, a lot of them, not replacing someone if they leave, etc., etc. Some are cutting their hours, some are cutting their size. So I'm wondering where this everyone's got to work is coming from, because at the moment, unemployment is rising quickly. So obviously, there's a struggle for people to become employed. And don't get me wrong, I know that some of the applications are just for show, etc. I know that there's some people who have got no intention of working, etc., but they do have to apply to continue getting benefits. But it just seems to be at that sort of cusp thing at the moment. That on one hand, people are being pushed to work. On the other hand, companies are cutting down the number of workers. So where do we go from here? You can't have it both ways. And I think it's going to be very difficult for people, people like me, or Kathleen, if we decided to look for another job. I mean, don't get me wrong, I was very, very lucky to get my job when I did. But it's getting more and more difficult at the moment. And I just think that the bigger picture has not been looked at. But when I was thinking that, I thought, I'm just going to come on and tell you that and say, what do you think? Am I reading this wrong? Or is that the way it's going? That, government saying everyone must work, but companies are going, we don't want everyone. We can't afford to pay everyone because you've upped the taxes so much, and we're scared of how many more taxes you're going to up. So yeah, that's my question of this evening. Because whatever way it works, there's an increasing number of people looking for jobs, which means there's an increasing number of people not having a wage coming in, which means there's an increasing number of people who are going to be on unemployment benefit, which means there's an increasing number of people who are going to be skint. So, yeah, that's my thought. So now I am going to go and get myself a cup of tea, be thankful for the situation that we're in at the moment, and I will catch you later.